Buy the Samsung Galaxy S7 on O2 Business and get a free set of Jabra Sport Pulse earbuds. Hey guys, you're watching BTech. Basil here, comparing the Samsung Galaxy S7 with the iPhone 6s, two flagships in a similar kind of size for a similar kind of price, but how do they fare? Before I jump into that, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, do it. It helps us out like crazy. It means you stay on top of all the cool stuff we're doing, like this MWC content, which we're going crazy with. Right, back to the phones. The iPhone 6s has a super powerful A9 processor under the hood. It's also got a pretty sharp screen, not crazy sharp, 320 odd pixels per inch. It's thin, it's light, it's got a great camera, it runs iOS 9 beautifully well. There's very little to dislike about it, except for maybe the battery and the fact that the NFC isn't particularly friendly with other NFC devices, and the Bluetooth just... Anyway, back to the Samsung Galaxy S7. This is newly announced, and you know what? It actually has a lot more on it than I thought it would, because all the leaks are true. All of them, every single one. It's got water resistance, waterproofing, IP68, it's got expandable storage, it's got a beautiful screen. It's also got a curved back in spite of being the regular, not curved variant. Right, as far as the design goes, you've also got a lot less bezel going on than on the iPhone. You have physical home buttons across both that double up as fingerprint scanners, but the curve around the back just makes the Samsung Galaxy S7 feel a little bit more ergonomic. It does, however, attract fingerprints much more readily. It also has a nano SIM card slot, but it is expandable on the Galaxy S7, which is a huge deal. The screens are different in terms of the screen tech and in terms of the resolution too. You've got a not that sharp screen on the iPhone by comparison. It's plenty sharp in day-to-day use, but the super vibrant, super AMOLED screen on the Samsung Galaxy S7 is Quad HD at 5.1 inches, and that gives a pixel density of 577 pixels per inch, and that's by contrast around 320 odd, like I said earlier. So instantly, visually, I just love the screen on the Galaxy S7. Both devices feel super premium. As for which one's right by you, it's going to be dictated by your personal preference, but if you do need water resistance, waterproofing, IP68 certification, it'll be S7 all the way. Now about what's inside the screen. It's iOS versus Android. iOS has really high quality applications, a pretty high quality user interface, in fact the most reliably kind of refined of the whole bunch, and it'll be instantly familiar to people who've used iPads before and past iPhones. Having said that, it's a little bit more restrictive than Android. Plus, Samsung's Android TouchWiz also has some cool features. For example, now you've got always on screen. So what that means is when the phone is off, you can see a clock, you can see a calendar, and it just means you have to switch on your phone less, which ultimately will probably save battery life. In addition, you've got this new gaming hub feature where you kind of like have this removed gaming experience. You can record your screen when you're gaming, you can limit notifications, you can peep into notifications without stopping your game completely. It's really cool. Looking forward to testing it out, and that takes advantage of the new water-cooled processor, which is bonkers, but haven't really tested that out too much. Can't wait to get it in to try it out. The iPhone 6s though has no trouble gaming whatsoever, whether it's super high-end games, Infinity Blade 3, whatever it is, Vainglory, right through to 2D Angry Birds or whatever you want to play. Neither device will have any issue whatsoever, and that's largely down to the processors. An A9 chip with 2 GB of RAM versus a Snapdragon 820 or whatever you end up getting in the region you're in. It will ship with other processors in other regions. That's the Galaxy S7. Cameras, 12 megapixel rear facing cameras, 5 megapixel front facing cameras. All of the above look incredibly good. What's great about the Galaxy S7 is the fact you can have manual mode from the off. You can download manual camera apps for the iPhone, so they are really comparable. I haven't done side by sides in a lot of detail, so I'm not gonna kind of talk too much about that, but they both shoot 4K video as well. Looking forward to getting them in side by sides. Internals are very different as far as storage goes. The iPhone's available in a 16, 64 or 128 gig variant. The Samsung Galaxy S7 is available with 32 gigs, but it is expandable, which is amazing, up to 200 gigabytes, which wipes the floor with the iPhone. Also, Marshmallow is a lot more intelligent with regards to engaging that micro SD card and fusing it, making it internal memory. It'll be interesting to see if Samsung adopts that tech with their new flagship. Batteries are also super different. You've got a 3000 milliamp battery on the Samsung Galaxy S7 versus a 1800 or something milliamp battery on the iPhone. The take home from that is the iPhone battery is teeny tiny weeny by comparison, but it has got a smaller screen, 4.7 inches versus 5.1 inches. So it's pretty no, it's still not comparable. The iPhone battery just keeps letting me down. We'll see if the Samsung Galaxy S7 battery lets me down in real world use, but from the offset, on paper at least, everything on the S7 is looking stunning, in case you couldn't tell by how excited I sound. If you enjoyed this video, thumbs up. If I missed anything too major out, fire them in the comment section below. I want to know. And of course, subscribe to the channel. That's how you will stay on top of everything that we do at BTech. Bye.